It's Hicks. This is 20. That's as far as he's going to go. Special teams by Quintez Stiggers. And here comes Bo Nix, the 25-year-old quarterback in his second season for the Denver Broncos. A superb fourth quarter last week in which the Broncos put up 18 unanswered in the fourth quarter to beat the Eagles. His last two games have been particularly terrific. J.K. Dobbins is the fifth leading rusher in the National Football League behind Nix. First snap of the game from the 22-yard line of Denver. And the first play is a toss to Dobbins to his left. And a couple of yards right there. And the Broncos' offensive line, for the first time all season, not starting all five of their Week 1 starters. Matt Peart is starting in place of the injured Ben Bowers, who was put on IR with a bicep injury suffered last weekend. And Dobbins and Harvey, terrific 1-2 combination at the running back spot for Nix. 2nd and 9, just a 1-yard gain on first down. Getting underway here in London. It's another Dobbins run, this to his right. And he hardly gets a yard there. Nicely done. Jermaine Johnson is back after a 3-week absence with an ankle injury. He makes his presence felt on that defensive line right away. Quinn Williams, one of the best in the business. In the middle, the linebacking core still missing Quinn's brother Quincy, and on the back end, you got yourself Sauce trying to stir it up. Trying to get on track this year defensively. No takeaways for this Jets team on defense so far. 37 makes his first pass attempt, gets away from Johnson, and he finds Franklin and fumbles it. And just as I said, the Jets have not had a takeaway all season. They're trying to come out of the pile with their first. Franklin had it, lost it. Aaron Glenn wants it. Does he get it? He does. How about that, Kurt?
Well, they forced 6 fumbles this year, but they haven't been able to fall on any of them. Forced Bo Nix out of the pocket. He makes a nice throw on the run. And this is what it's all about. It's about creating that first one, getting the first one, and then hoping that the floodgates open. Nice play here by Nix. But on the back end, find a way to get the football out. A lot of green jerseys, and it's exactly how, if you're an 0-5 team, you want to start. Get things rolling.
Jarvis Brownlee Jr. pokes it free. Cisco jumps on it. And the Jets get a short field on a takeaway, something that they have not had put in the hands of Justin Fields all year long. It rests on the Denver 37. For this first snap on offense for the Jets. And it's a Breece Hall run to the right side for only a couple. So Justin Fields enters this Week 6 Sunday as the only quarterback in the league with a 100 passer rating or better and no interceptions. He's got 7 total touchdowns, 4 in the air, 3 on the ground. For this Jets offense that has been moving the ball on the ground, but not putting enough points on the board.
You talk about a big jump. His rookie year, 59% completion. You saw on the stats right there, 72% completion so far this season.
There's been part of the Jets' bugaboo, pre-snap penalties, shooting themselves in the foot. Rand Clark, today's head referee, calling Joe Tippmann for that false start.
They were harping a lot on these pre-snap penalties, eliminating the pre-snap penalties. They told us that they had referees at every single practice this week trying to get on top of it and not just kind of let it go by, oh, another penalty. Okay, why did that happen? How did that happen? Because that's one of the things they know they have to clean up.
It just happened again, now making it 2nd and 13. Fields' first pass. All kinds of time. Moving to his right. Running out of time.
Yes!
There's no gain. Former Jet John Franklin Myers ended that play. 3rd and long for a Jets offensive line that is one of 6 teams remaining in the league to start all 5 of the same guys every single week, blowing open the holes for Breece Hall. He is the 7th leading rusher in the NFL, and Garrett Wilson leads the AFC, the entire conference, in virtually every receiving metric you want to be leading the conference in.
The situation you want to be in against this Denver Broncos pass rush. Third and long, early.
3rd and 13. Fields gets it himself. He's got a long way to go. He crosses the 35, so he gets just enough to bring Nick Folk out. Jaquan McMillan putting Fields on the turf to bring up this field goal attempt.
But on the first pass play, you saw the great patience by Fields working through his progressions. Right there, it was third and long. I think he's saying, hey, I don't want to make a mistake with the football. I'm going to drop back, find a window, pick up a few yards, set us up for an early 3 points.
It's a 52-yarder for Nick Folk. And it is straight down the middle.
Need the field goal.
Saying, hey, we are not an 0-5 football team. What it looks like on paper is not who we are. Getting that big turnover, putting points on the board is exactly the start that the New York Jets needed.
All right, so let's do it again with Nick Folk kicking to the Denver Broncos and kicking it to Marvin Mims. And Mims catching it. And he returns it straight up the middle. Numbers, and he takes it to just shy of the 40-yard line. So a nicer return of 33 yards right there, and out comes Bo Nix the second time around. What do you like about him, Kurt?
Well, I like his presence in the huddle. Is that he's the guy that comes out, doesn't seem to panic. The situation never seems to be too big for him. I love the fact that he's been able to grow. Last year, as I mentioned in the open, playoff team, but they've been able to put a little bit more on his plate this year, and he stepped up to it. And as you mentioned, he's played really, really well these last few games.
First and 10 from the Denver 38. Six. Left side. He's gained about 5 yards. He threw that to his fullback. Hamptons would have also 3 tight ends in the mix for the Denver Broncos. So only getting a gain of 6. Nice drive starter right there.
Well, that's exactly how the Broncos like to play. They're going to throw a lot of quick passes, quick screens, the quick 5-yard plays. As you said, great drive starter now puts you in a perfect position to be able to open up that playbook.
Rookie R.J. Hardy now. Fake toss to him. Nix. It's a nice fake, and he throws it away. He ran out of time quickly because Will McDonald, the 4th, was all over.
And that's going to be key for those defensive ends all day long, because another thing they love to do is get Bo Nix out in space because he is so good athletically, throws the ball so well on the run. You see McDonald right there. It will cut him off, jump up, not let him make that throw, force the throwaway in the 3rd down.
So it's now 3rd and 4 from Denver's 44. Next quick throw.
Pass is caught for first down. Yes.
The rookie out of Illinois moving the chains right there.
Idea there, we're going to send 4 receivers out to the right-hand side. If they overship the defense, as you see, it's one-on-one on the backside. A nice little outside release coming back to the inside. Easy pitch and catch for the first down.
So it's the first down of the game, period. Interestingly enough, it's 3-0. So that's the first chain mover. As Dobbins is back in. Another brief snap.
A false starts.
False start. Offense number 79. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Barrett, the new left guard, in place of Ben Powers, called for the early movement.
Mistakes here early by the Denver Broncos. A fumble, penalty right there. Again, exactly what the Jets want. Give them a little bit of life here early in the game.
They call it jet lag. They've been here all week. Next quick throw out to Ingram. That's blown out by the Jets. New York Jets on the tackle. Brownlee was making a lot of plays early on in this first quarter.
He's saying, you can't block me with one, you can't block me with two. He goes between two blockers right there to tackle the screen in the backfield. Of course, in this second and long situation.
2nd and 16. We're near the midway part of the first quarter. From the F of the NFL Shield. That's Franklin on the toss. Tries to gain the edge. That's a couple of yards before he's taken out of bounds by Jadian Sherwood. Bringing up 3rd and long. And the sirens are out here in Tottenham.
Well, the message that we heard from everybody on the Jets locker room is that they've got the right guys, they've got the right coach, they believe in what they're doing, they're buying in to what they're doing. They've been close. They just haven't been able to get over the top. But, man, this has been a good start. You see them flying around, especially on the defensive side.
See what Steve Wilkes, the DC, dials up here on 3rd and 14, if anything. Hits to his right. Finds himself.
He did not get the first down.
Inside there. And that was R.J. Harvey reception out of the backfield. And now comes the place kicker, Lou Lutz. So it's going to be a nice long one. But we'll see if he can tie this game for the Denver Broncos.
Good job just playing the game there by Bo Nix. You're in a 3rd and long situation. You don't have to try to take the shot down the field and move the chains. They get half of it back, set your field goal kicker up, and try to tie this game.
57-yard attempt to tie the game. Will Lutz to try and tie it for 57.
Made the field goal. Yes, we are tied.
They're used to kicking here in Tottenham, and we got 2. I know you love
those
field goal nuggets in international contests.
But I like nuggets.
All right. So, Jets now taking their first kickoff of the game for them. Kene Wongo bounces off, and he's free. Wongo goes a long way. And the Jets are set up again in Denver territory, Kurt.
Defense, make a play. Check. Special teams, make a play. Check. Now it's up to the offense to do their job. Great job here being able to split, break through a tackle right there, keep that left hand on the ground and keep him up. And it's all speed from there. Perfect position for Justin Fields in the offense. Put 7 on the board.
Andre Tillman had him, but Wongo bounced off of it. So Justin Fields from the 24 flips it to Breece Hall. The ball can gain the edge. That was a loss of a couple of yards as Riley Moss shepherds him out of bounds. It's time for Upgrade Your Game Day, presented by Best Buy. Nick Bonito has certainly upgraded things every single snap for the Denver Broncos, doing things that the Broncos haven't seen at the position since Von Miller, and that's only fitting because the Broncos drafted Benito with the pick they got in trading away Von Miller to the Rams a couple of years ago. So they used the pick they got in trading away Miller to basically supply to the production. Breece Hall trying the middle this time. And a couple of yards there to bring up 3rd down for the Jets. Nick Benito right on cue at the stop.
This is really, you're seeing the Jets in those kind of situations, you're like, maybe throw it there, but really the one thing they have done well so far this year is run the football. Breece Hall has been great. You add in a little bit of Justin Fields in the run game, and that's where they've been the strongest. If you're the Broncos, you want to force them into these situations. Throw the ball, put the ball in Justin Fields' hands, and make him beat you with his arm.
3rd and 8 after the gain of 4 by Hall. Fields flips that one out. It doesn't go anywhere. Isaiah Davis taking the hit from
it's going to be tough against this Denver defense. You see Nick Benito up at the top, almost gets there. More about coverage on the back end. Nobody open. Justin Fields just has to dump it off. And Afunga, who has been a great pickup for them, is right there on the spot to make the tackle for no gain.
41-yarder for Nick Folk. Put the Jets back up on top. He does it. All right.
Made another field goal.
As we might call them in the United States, get ready for that. Nick Folk has already swung his legs a couple of times, giving the Jets as many points on his uniform. As he sends this one to Mims' way. Third return of the game already for Mims. He takes it just past the 30 before he steps out of bounds right there. Keep the NFL in reach all season long with NFL Plus Preview. Get live local and primetime games on mobile, NFL Red Zone, NFL Network, and more. Sign up today at plus.nfl.com/network. Terms and conditions apply.
Rich, I appreciate both teams appeasing.
You don't like the kicking.
Fans
You don't like the kicking.
We got 3 kicks in the game. I want some touchdown nuggets from you, all right? Let's get some touchdowns at this point.
Very good. We'll see if it happens on this drive for the Denver Broncos, down 6-3. They already suffered the first turnover of the game that led to the first points of the game. Next on the play fake, goes to his right.
Pass is caught for the first down. Yes.
Move the chains. Gain of 16. There you go, Kurt.
Davis, the quarterback coach for the Broncos, coming in, and he said, best thrower on the run in the National Football League is Bo Nix. Nice job there by Cortland Sutton on the corner route. Come, find a soft spot, and really good throw by number 10.
So a first down throw leads to another first down as there's whistles. I do not see a flag on the field. Let's see what...
And the timeout is called.
So the momentum is stopped here for a second. Sean Payton's out on the field wondering what's happening.
The game was stopped to adjust the play clock. Still first down.
All right. Play
He
clock
said no timeouts.
PCIs. Here we go. The Denver Broncos win this game, and prior to the Chargers taking the field in Miami, would have a leg up in the AFC West. The Chiefs taking on the Lions later tonight. Well, the Vegas Raiders are at home against the Tennessee Titans. That's the AFC West setup. As the Jets stop J.K. Dobbins in his tracks. Jay Tufele leading the crew to go take him down.
And you're talking about this Broncos team that feels as if they're as good as anybody in the NFL. They do have 2 losses this year, but those losses came on last-second field goals. They feel like they could be undefeated at this point in the season, feeling really good about their team, especially after that win in Philly last week.
The Broncos got on the ball real quick. Now here we go. 2nd and 10. Next throw.
Pass is caught for the first down. Yes. Oh, hold on. There's a flag in the field. There's a flag in the field.
But it's going to be a hold on Denver.
Are you kidding me?
Offense number 79. 10-yard penalty. Second down.
So already the second penalty on Matt Peart, who's starting in place of Ben Powers. The starting left guard is on IR after hurting his biceps last week, wiping out the Cortland Sutton game. 2nd and 20 now from their own 37. Let's flip that out to Harvey. Spin move. That's past the 40. For Sherwood. Lost his limp there and took him out. So it brings up a 3rd and long, Kurt.
Well, not much there for R.J. Harvey, but this is one of the guys that they're really excited about. They want to get him more touches. Sean Payton told us that he could be a special type player with the ball in his hands, and maybe the only thing holding him back is me not calling his number enough, trying to get him out in space there. But another great job by this Jets defense.
fakes. Now he takes off. Again, a long way to go. He leaps. He dives way short of the first down. It was a very dramatic way to come up about 5 yards shy. Lucas Payton is looking at him right now, and their offense is not moving.
He's looking down the middle right here, but the backside safety comes over to steal it. Good job by him to pull it down at the last second. You know that he can make some big plays with his legs, just not quite enough right there. It looks like they may just go for it.
Yeah, they're out there.
They go. He's just trying to draw them offside.
4th and 5. We shall see, Kurt. They're going. Next to his right. That's correct.
It's caught for the first down. Yes.
Gain of 11. Fresh set of downs, Kurt.
Choice route here on the backside against Sherwood, and a great job by Evan Ingram. Hard move inside. Great separation. Easy first down right there, and he's a guy that they brought over to win in these type situations. They believe that he is a mismatch on any linebacker, and you see exactly why they think that on that play right there.
Bo Nix 8 of 9, 65 yards as he takes this first down snap nearing the 1 minute mark of quarter number 1. Nix throws. High snap there by Cortland Sutton in traffic. Dicey, but it's a 7-yard gain.
A little RPO right there. Got a run call, a little one-step, we call a slice on the backside. He's going to go throw it. He's got the pump fake, allowing Sauce Gardner to get there, but still able to fit that tight throw in.
Well, Aaron Glenn just threw a challenge flag because the ball might have hit the ground. Let's take a look at it.
Oh, we got a challenge flag.
For those at home, let's see what.
And shots and coach is going to challenge.
Following video assistance. Throwing it to incomplete pass. Second down.
So they saved Aaron Glenn the challenge.
There's no challenge
Video
flag.
assistants chiming in to say that ball hit the ground.
Nice little addition we have. The replays now is somebody watching everything up top, so we don't have to worry about challenge flags. They don't have to worry about that tag. Able to see it quickly, get it down to the stripes, and say, "Hey, incomplete pass right there. Let's move on."
So it's 2nd and 10 from the Jet 36 for Bo Nix and this Denver offense. Down 6-3. Jaleel McLaughlin is entering the game. Reset the clock. Let down 23 seconds after what appeared to be a catch. All right, so now we're all set. Clock is set.
Play clock operator. Reset to 25 seconds.
Now we're all set. I promise you we're all set now.
We got any more clocks? More clocks we can worry about?
Maybe the one in your head right now? I have no idea. There's a large one named Ben down about 7 miles from here.
I am sure the time.
But yeah. Gain of about 5 to bring up 3rd and more manageable. We're getting a gain of 4 right now, actually.
And again, you can see the world that Denver wants to live in when it comes to the passing game. Nothing has been down the field yet. Everything within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage.
They're moving fast. Call another play.
Pass is caught for another first down. Yes.
This drive takes it down to the Jets 16. Gain of 16.
And on cue, they're going to attack down the field. You see Ingram just wrap around the linebacker right here, able to get underneath the safety. Great job flattening it out, staying what we call friendly to the quarterback so the safety can't get in there and knock the ball away.
Nix is ready again.
Now it's against the end. Oh, not yet. You still got play to go. Caught for the touchdown. Yes.
Sean Payton is so good at setting things up. I talked about the short throws comes to short throws, it's what they do. It's the world they live in. They're going to come out here, and they're going to fake the throw to the receiver right here. Fake block on the outside. We get the Jets to light up. Nice little quick throw right back behind it for the touchdown.
Atkins with 2 catches on the season coming in. 2 catches in this first quarter, including the touchdown. Coming after is first lead of the day for the Denver Broncos. And it's 10-6. Today, Mungu with a terrific return the last time. He got a kick from Lutz. Let's see what happens here. Lands in the landing area. Mungu picks it up. Gave people a little bit of a throw right there as he took it past the 25, but that's where the Jets will set up the final London game next week. Right
I want the
here on
Jaguars
NFL
to win next weekend. I want the Jaguars to win.
Today, currently at 3-2 against the Jaguars, who last we saw took out the Chiefs on Monday Night Football. They are 4-1 going into today's action. We'll see them next week, 9:30 a.m. Eastern on NFL Network, and stream it on NFL Plus. All right, so here is Justin Fields. First time he's starting a drive in his own territory today. The third drive for the Jets starts with a first grab of the day by Mason Taylor, their rookie tight end. And the Jets have been looking for him more and more as Hufanga is the one who knocked him out of bounds right there, bringing up 2nd and 8.
And rave reviews for Hufanga and what he's brought to this defense. They talk about his energy. They talk about his versatility, his ability to tackle. You saw it right there, one-on-one in space. It is hard to get by him, but they love all the different things that he brings to this defense.
2nd and 8. We saw the lone back. That's it. It's a nice move in the hole. And brings up 3rd and short. Fondo with another tackle. 3rd and 5.
And once again, forcing Justin Fields to get into these 3rd and longer situations. They want to allow their pass rush to tee off. They want to force Justin Fields in this pass game to beat them. Come in and able to run the football really well, but haven't had much success in the pass game.
Justin Fields needing to move the chains here. Trying to avoid another 3. He goes up top. And it's incomplete. Darian Smith, the intended target. And it is, in fact, a 3-and-out.
And this is what the Broncos defense will do. They will play tight man-to-man coverage. They're going to force you to be accurate with the football. See at the top, you got the one-on-one with Riley Moss. And again, got to be a perfect throw, drop right on top of him with that tight man-to-man coverage. But they love their corners, obviously led by Patrick Surtain. But they believe that they can challenge these receivers and make Justin Fields be perfect on his throws.
Garrett Wilson yet to be targeted. Here we are, more than 16 minutes into the game. It's a beautiful spot. Right by Mims. It's only a few yards before the Jets. And that punt return. So we'll be back from London after taking their first lead of the game. The Broncos get a 3-and-out from their. Hicks steps up, throws downfield and Mims. And it's overthrown. Double coverage right there, no flags.
Nobody really open on that play at all. This is one thing we talked about the short game and how good they are in the short game. They have struggled with the deep throws. You got a deep over here in a post. Free safety stays back in the middle of the field, but Bo just says, hey, nothing else open. Let me just give it a one-on-one shot. And he launches that football out there, but Cisco in perfect position to take that away.
So it's now 2nd and 10 for the 21. 13 minutes and change left in this first half. That's it. Nice pickup on 2nd down, bringing up the proverbial 3rd and manageable. Cisco shepherding him out of bounds.
They've been waiting for Evan bigger part of this offense.
The Joker, right? He's there in that shot pain.
Feeling like a big chess piece for them because he is so versatile and he is such a mismatch problem for anybody at the linebacker or safety spot.
We've seen a couple of receptions and now a carry right there. 3rd and 3 for Nix.
Pass is caught for the first down. Yes.
Fourth catch, his 3rd first down grab of the day.
Almost the same exact play that they ran earlier on 3rd down. Just put him in the slot, give him a chance to go one-on-one. Creates a lot of separation, easy throw, and you see him able to get just past the sticks for the first down.
Nix is now moved above 100 yards passing on the day, 12 of 15 with that one touchdown pass we just saw. Trying to get the run game going. With Dobbins. Junior's way more than just a yard from the line of scrimmage. Sherwood again leading the charge.
But that's probably the biggest difference with this Broncos team from the playoff team a year ago is their ability to run the football, and it really starts with that guy right there, J.K. Dobbins. And they came over, Sean Payton said, hey, I knew what we had in this guy as a runner. What I didn't know was what we had in this guy as a leader, the way that he brings energy, the way that he practices with details, that he's been a huge addition to this young football team.
2nd and 8, Nix to Franklin. In traffic. Close to that first down. He's about a yard shy. Brings up 3rd down. And so far in terms of the running attack, Nix has run it once for 11 yards on a scramble. Ingram and Franklin have run it themselves. They've stopped Dobbins basically on 1 yard per carry for him.
And they use these quick passes as a supplement to their run game as well. You're going to see it short pass, short pass, short pass, and then as we saw on the touchdown, they're going to get you impatient, get you attacking the line of scrimmage, and then they're going to get behind you.
Somebody's down for the Jets. We'll tell you who when we come back here to
This right here,
in the United States taking this game in. Jay Tufele, the 5th-year defensive tackle out of USC, was the Jet who was down. He walked off under his own power into the blue tent. So he's not out there right now for this 3rd and 2. As the refs have stopped action. They're sending Will McDonald off for a medical timeout after an actual timeout. So off goes one of the best pass rushers for the Jets. In fact, he leads the team in sacks with 2, and now he's got to head in. It's like we've got multiple traffic jam in the blue tent right now for the Jets. Braden McGregor out of Michigan comes in for this 3rd and 2. All right, so the clock's now rolling under 11 minutes to go in this half. Big 3rd down. Dobbins trying to pick it up. No, Nix keeps it.
Got the first down. Yes.
That's the pop you used to deliver to defensive backs as you're running around the edge.
and that's the speed that I used to run with as well. You know, you make this one of those 1-2 options. You got to read the defensive end. Defensive end hesitates at all. Great speed on the outside, and as you said, a little pop there at the end. They were playing football.
Now Brownlee's out. Shaken up. Bo Nix running him over. First down. Dobbins up the middle. Nice gain for Dobbins. Sherwood on the stop. That's 5 yards on first down. Best run of the day for Dobbins right here.
He's high.
It's been dominated in terms of time of possession by the Denver Broncos. The Jets have 9 plays, 3 possessions, 9 plays that they've run on offense. With a lot of pressure on this defense to get off the field.
Steve Wilkes' defense having a lot of time out on the field so far in this first half. Nix. Jets defense led by Michael Clemens. Quinn Williams. Rush that pass.
Over the left side, you see Quinn Williams coming in here forcing the quick throw and really just a throwaway there by Bo Nix. Not holding the football, not taking the sack, put you in 3rd and long. Missed assignment up front. He's up a big 3rd down here for this Jets defense.
Right from midfield, right from the middle of the shield. Play clock winding down. You get it off. Nix, quick throw to Dobbins.
Pass is dropped.
A little low. They're going to punt.
Yeah, it's set up out here as well. It's one of those tough things. The receiver or the running back is running down the line of scrimmage. Bo's trying to lead him so he can get up the field. Tough adjustment there for the running back to be going sideways and trying to put his foot in the ground and make that catch. But there's a missed opportunity right there by the Broncos.
Tyler Johnson is deep, standing at his own 10-yard line. Jeremy Crawshaw, the rookie out of Florida, with the punt away. Over end. Bounces down and into the end zone for a touchback. Back here, the Jets still in search of their first down of the game. Down 10-6, taking a look at next-gen stats powered by AWS, the reigning defensive player of the year, taking on the offensive rookie of the year from a few years ago. Maybe this is why, Kurt, that we're not seeing a single target out of Garrett Wilson this year.
He definitely makes it tough, but Garrett Wilson having one of his best starts to a season this year. They have seen a number of different categories, but got to find a way to get him some touches.
Only 2 completed passes for 1 yard for Justin Fields. Let's see if he can get more. Runs out of time.
He sacks, yes.
And he is taken down right there by Wazarike.
So we're just talking about these two guys going one-on-one, trying to get the quick cross route and had some space here. Justin Fields just not able to hold on to the football and make the throw.
And it's the first sack of the game for the Denver Broncos, who came into this game leading the league in sacks. Now 6 more than any other team. Comes out 2nd and 15. Another loss of 5. Fields. And again. There's a first target.
Pass is blocked.
It's Jaquan McMillan on the coverage. Bringing up 3rd and 15.
They love to run Garrett Wilson on the choice routes here in the slot. You're going to see a little fake to the outside, what we call a return route. Try to get the defender outside, return back inside. The ball just left too far outside. Had a little room to run back to the inside. If the ball is on his inside number, missed opportunity there for Justin Fields.
It's a Jet home game, but there's a lot of orange in the crowd. You're hearing them right now. Flag is down. As Benito might have been early.
Might have been.
I'm giving him the benefit, man.
He was trying to fool everybody because he didn't even stop. He just kept going like, hey,
Flag
okay.
is down.
He was tapping his chest, so.
Offside. Defense. 100 people to the quarterback. Number 15. 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
All right, so it's confirmed. He's early, Kurt.
Definitely early, but you see, most of the guys take a step when they know they're offsides. They try to jump back. See him on the bottom of the screen here. He's like, doesn't even matter. I'm just going. Easy 5 yard. But still, 3rd and long situation here for Justin Fields in the offense.
3rd and 15 becomes 3rd and 10. Fields runs out of time. And Jonathan Cooper takes him down. 2nd sack of the game and of this drive, and the Jets are going to punt.
And it's the one thing that Justin Fields has to continue to improve on is processing this information. We've seen a number of times today, dropping back and just holding the football. Find a guy, figure out where your short throw is, get the ball out of your hands. Just holding on to the football way too long against this Jets defense. Against this Broncos defense and their pass rush.
So it's Austin McNamara from his end zone. Mims at his own 35. It's this 40. A return of about 6. And that's where Nix takes it. Find your local cancer screening resources and to learn how to reduce your cancer risk. The Broncos have dominated the time of possession so far in this contest. The Jets getting a gift turnover from Denver on their first drive. And then a big punt return allows them to have 6 points despite having only one single yard. On offense, Nix starts this possession to his right. There's Franklin, who was the one who fumbled early in this game. Makes that catch. About 5, bringing up second down.
A little toss fake, naked bootleg again. Love Bo Nix, giving him the option to play fast and play with his feet. Throws the ball really well on the run. Franklin going to wrap from one side back to the other side for a nice little 5-yard gain on first down.
They're moving him around a lot. That's what they do with Bo Nix. 2nd and 5. On their own 46. Here's Dobbins. Nice run.
First down. Yes.
First down. Now return to Sarah Walsh.
Hey, Rich, a couple updates for you here. Cam Jones, their linebacker, is doubtful with a hip issue. They're already thin there, and Will McDonald has been taken back into the locker room. He is being evaluated for a concussion.
Thank you, Sarah. So Aaron Glenn watching the Jets defense down a couple guys. Now Denver in their territory from the Jets 48. 6.5 to go in this half. Nix escaping the pocket. He's got room to run. He takes advantage.
Another first down. Yes.
Nice gain of about 9 on first down.
We talked a lot about the legs of Bo Nix, and Sean Payton, I thought, used a great analogy when he was talking about Bo Nix and actually comparing him to Drew Brees and just saying they're like point guards. But if I've got Drew Brees and we've got to set up a play to win the game, I'm calling a timeout when he gets across half field and making sure he's set with all the details. If it's Bo Nix, there's no timeout. Just put the ball in his hands, let him be fluid and move, and that's where he makes the most plays. That's why so much of their offense is designed around moving him and keeping those feet moving.
And also running with Dobbins. Comes real close. They're not giving it to him just yet. Looks like it is 3rd down. So the Jets defense does the job on 2nd and 1. Harrison Phillips, the veteran in the middle, acquired by this team just before the season from the Vikings on that stop. So here's a 3rd and less than a yard. And that was movement before the snap.
A false start.
The receiver's the one who left early.
False start. Offense number 13. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
I'm not really sure what Bo Nix was doing there. He was holding his cadence for quite a long time. It seemed that he was changing the play there. He's trying to get a little jump on the edge and anticipate the snap count to back 5 yards.
Big penalty right there.
Pass is blocked for the first down. Yes. Hold on. There's a flag on the field. There's a flag on the field.
Denver flag is down. Back by the line of scrimmage, though, and this is going to come back.
Offense number 79.
First start for Matt Barrett. 3rd penalty of the half. Wipes that first down gain out.
As we take a look at the route, that's what we call a mesh route. We've got shallow routes coming from both sides, looking for man-to-man coverage, trying to force the man defender over the top. They get the separation they want and the big play. But obviously all coming back, and you mentioned it. You see basically just a tackle there On the right-hand side, Barrett is having a rough first half with his third penalty.
One pre-snap, 2 holds. And one pre-snap penalty and 1 hold. Took a third in inches. Turned it into a 3rd and 16 now. Next quick throw. It's Harvey. Long way to go, and he gets it to about the 45-yard line. And it's 4th and about 7. Here comes the punt unit.
These are the situations where you got an 0-5 team and you're just continuing to breathe life into them. They haven't done much offensively. It's been dominated by this Denver Broncos offense, but only a 4-point lead and a couple mistakes right there, giving the ball back to the Jets offense with a chance to take the lead.
Shaw punting. Isaiah Oliver is back for the Jets. In the air. And it's taken around the 16. Still looking for their first down. 4 drive, 12 plays, a single total yard.
The Jets were in a similar situation last week against the Cowboys. Down 10-3 at the end of the first half. They had a great drive. Fumbled going inside the 10-yard line. Ended up getting back on the field as an offense down 23-3. So great opportunity here. Put a drive together and maybe take the lead going into the half.
It's a first down run for Breece Hall. It's close to the 25-yard line, and to that end, they also get the ball to start the second half. So if they utilize the remaining time here and score, they can come back right after halftime and maybe then take the lead, if not now. But the bottom line is the opportunity is there, as we are calling this second down play.
Yeah, we always talk about if you can double up. Last one to score at the end of the first half, first one to score the second half. Always something that you talk about as an offense, but you have to believe time on the clock. They're going to have to put the ball in the air, and they've been struggling making the plays there so far.
Isaiah Davis is the back behind Fields, and he's the one who has it.
So maybe they're going to try to just get their handing the football off all the way down.
Come on, Kurt.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like you got to have a little sense of urgency here. You have to throw the football, hand it off on first and second down, put yourself in another third and longer situation. A bit more up-tempo and urgency to try to put points on the board.
Whereas Tanner Engstrom, the offensive coordinator, once upon a time,
The timeout is called by Broncos.
That's San Diego State with Kevin O'Connell and Darren Mooney, the current general manager of the Jets. And the Broncos just fired off one of their first of 3 timeouts remaining to keep it at 2:32 and put the pressure on the offense of the Jets here, and then get the ball back for Knicks with the 2-minute warning still. So it's a 10-6 lead for the Broncos. The Denver defense, which is yet to give up a first down, trying to get off the field again. Big play here for the Jets. Offense. 36 for Fields. And there's a first down for the New York Jets. Josh Reynolds with the chain mover, former Bronco, keeping the Jets offense on the field.
Yeah, they want to get more involved. Just a double slant combination right here. You see off coverage on the outside by Moss. Good throw there. Now you got to pick up that urgency, move the chains, get something going.
Gotta get this play off before the 2-minute warning. And they cannot. So,
MVP should submit a warning.
look at behind that. There's maybe a fan lady wearing a Tupac shirt. So I guess you never know what
Box
you're
for all ages.
You never know what you're going to see here in London. All right, after the 2-minute warning, first down run. Breece Hall gains the 8 steps out of bounds. You were shaking your head that they didn't get the playoff before the 2-minute warning.
Well, I'm still kind of shaking my head here. Is that the biggest thing when you get into a 2-minute drive is get the first down. Once you get that first down, now it's urgency. Now it's get up to the line of scrimmage. Now it's 2-minute mode. We even come out of the 2-minute warning and we hand the football off on our first play. I know we got lots of time here, but feel like they need a sense of urgency. Trust their offense to go make a play.
All stepped out of bounds after the game is 6. Jets with all timeouts remaining. Fields a quick throw. There is Wilson. Past Millen, and he keeps him in bounds. And it looks like Sean Payton's the one who's firing off that timeout now. Nice play by Mac Millen there.
I was just talking about, it doesn't seem like the Jets are trusting their offense. Well, Sean Payton calling the timeout is saying, I trust my defense. I believe in these guys that they're going to get off the field and get the ball back for our offense. And now we're going to have a chance to put points on the board. And no doubt with Bo Nix, they will have a sense of urgency and try to score.
Looks like Sean Payton was making a point to the officials of some sort. Well, we let you know this point. Alexis halftime show is coming up. First half recap and a full preview of the Sunday slate that follows us. 4 windows of football today, Kurt. Same thing next week. We'll have the Rams and Jaguars to kick off week 7 from Wembley across town. Here's a big third down play for both teams. 3rd and 2. They're handing it off. Trying to get it on the ground, and they cannot. That was Breece Hall on the carry, and it brings up 4th down. Hufanga filled the zone right there.
Well, again, I'm surprised they don't put the ball in the air on that one, but I suppose try to use Justin Fields' situation to be able to say, hey, my legs, running back's legs, keep him off balance, but done a good job by the Broncos defense setting up this 4th and 1.
They're going for it. Crowds roaring. Trying to get him to jump off sides right now. Time runs out, flag is down, but the Jets called a timeout before.
Flip game.
Timeout. New York. The first of the half.
So
No
minutes to
timeout
go.
is called by Jets. That's coach.
What do you think they're up to right now, Kurt? They just want to get that as a try. I mean, they haven't run the punt unit out just yet.
They got to punt this. I don't think there's any way that they're going here with the way their offense has been playing, not being able to move the football. They got to punt this and play the field position game. But again, I'm not sure what the goal of that drive was there. Sean Payton licking his chops here saying, hey, we didn't want to give them a chance to double up. They're going to give it back to us. And we believe we're in great shape here with a minute to go. And at least 3 more on the board.
Man, a timeout in their back pocket. So we were talking about how the Jets had the opportunity to take it down to halftime, score, and then score on the other side of it. Instead, they do pick up a first down and get Denver to burn 2 timeouts. But other than that, Denver's going to have an opportunity to score themselves before halftime and take at least a touchdown lead, if not more, after that. So there's Coach Rizzi along with Coach Payton. Seeing something to their special teams unit. Oh, it's a fake. They thought it was going to be a fake, and here's the fake to
It's really close. Really close.
boy, they were sniffing it out. Aaron Glenn is on the field.
He ran all the way out to the pile.
Said something to the officials who have appeared to give the Jets the first down. So they sniffed out the fake. Hall took it. And Cooper and the rest of that special teams unit tried to stop him.
As you said, Coach Rizzi was yelling from the sideline. They had all their guys up there on the line. He was sniffing it out, and wow, what a call by the Jets. And they didn't get it by much, but enough to be able to run the clock out here and not give Denver another shot for points.
So they're finally just moving the chains now. as Clark comes over to explain something to Sean Payton. Big decision to go for the fake there too, Kurt.
I mean, a huge decision. They don't get it right there. You're handing 3 points to Denver. But hey, I guess you look at it now. Great call. Move the chains. Now the question is, what do we do from here? We didn't really have a sense of urgency.
Clock operator, please set the clock at 1 minute.
We go for it. We get it. Almost at the 40-yard line. Now do they pick up their sense of urgency and say we're going to try to score points? Or is it kind of the same old thing? We're going to hand the football off and be happy to go into halftime down just 4.
60 ticks left on the clock. Now just one timeout left for the Jets. It's just their second first down of the game. And it comes on a fake on a punt. Oh, they're going to run it. And there's Breece Hall just a couple of yards. Aaron Glenn is screaming at everybody to get on the ball. Kurt Porter's hair is on fire in this booth.
I'm not normally speechless, but I'm trying to figure this out.
Fields tries to avoid it.
Sacked, yes.
And the final timeout of the Jets is taken.
And they're going to use the final timeouts.
You can't be speechless, Kurt, right? You know what I mean? Like,
Well, and again,
you're in the monologue, and once you hear it.
to me, after the sack, you let the Broncos call their last timeout in that situation, and then you decide what you're going to do on third down. Man, you still leave the Broncos here a timeout. You're in third and long situation. You don't pick this up.
Take this final
Obviously, you got to put back to the
timeout.
Broncos. Leave them with that timeout as well.
Nick Bonito with a forced sack. Sean Payton with a fresh piece of gum, fresh stick of gum in there. Just before halftime, 37 seconds to go. It's 3rd and 8 now.
Oh, and that last play, Justin Fields had a quick out to the left-hand side. He just gets back and gets the football out. But it's kind of been the theme here in the first half. Just hold the football a little bit too long.
So 3rd and 8. It's the final 2 minutes here. Very little happening, by the way. Here's an over-the-middle throw for Fields. And here's it. It's just shy of the first down. Josh Reynolds stopped by Alex Singleton. Clock's ticking down. It is 4th down.
I'm surprised they're talking about this on the timeout here. Stop the clock, but
Neither team's calling timeout. The fans are roaring. And the Brits are wondering what is happening in London.
And that's the end of the first half.
Since kickoff, the Middle London game. Already seen one in the books. The finals beat the Browns in the final throws in this stadium last week. It's Isaiah Williams with the return. A nice return for Williams past the 40-yard line. So some good, positive momentum to start the second half. Moments ago, Sarah Walsh with Sean Payton.
32 total yards of offense. Your thoughts on that performance?
Well, look, considering the first 2 drives started on our side of the 50 after the fumble and the return, we got to play better offensively. The penalties, some of the miscues are really unacceptable. Special teams, we've got to play better, but defensively, I was real pleased.
How do you get this offense to put this game away?
Well, the whole key is not stopping yourselves for penalties. You look at our third downs where all of a sudden we're 3rd and long, we have a false start. We got to clean that up.
Thanks, Sean.
So while we were listening to that interview, Justin Fields took him straight up the middle, and Alex Singleton stopped him after a gain of 7. Still calling it 2nd and 4 here on the field. So it's a 2nd down play as a run to Breece Hall. Picks up the first down. So 2 plays yet until minutes to go in the first half.
We heard John Payton talk about first half. It was about, as you said, the fumble, the kickoff return that really set them up for their 6 points. Now another good kick return there, setting them up 1 first down. They're already in Denver's territory once again. It's all about getting points, all about finishing this drive and taking the lead if you're the Jets.
So once again, the Jets are in Denver territory. They started their first 2 drives in Denver territory and hardly got back in it. Toss to Hall. He goes nowhere. There's Benito, runs right into Nick and the rest of the Denver Broncos defense. Benito, it's when you think about it, you look at this defense, you've got the reigning defensive player of the year on the back end of the defense, and a guy in Benito who, through the first 5 weeks of this season, is a front runner for defensive player of the year this year.
Without a doubt. I mean, what he's done since he's kind of taken over into this starting spot, really been a full-time starter for the first time this year, but last year really kind of came into his own. And since he's been in that pass rush position by Vance Joseph, nobody has been better at changing games and leading out.
Good throw. That's a first down play. Josh Reynolds with his 3rd catch of the game. Riley Moss on the coverage. First down.
I like the idea of getting the ball out quick. We talked about Justin Fields holding the football a little too much in the first half. Just a little spot route here. Ball is out right on Josh Reynolds. He does a great job putting his head down, running through some white jerseys and moving the chains.
One of the white jerseys is the aforementioned reigning defensive player of the year, Patrick Surtain. First down. Fields keeps. Makes a nice move. Justin Fields takes it down close to the 25-yard line. Alex Singleton in on that.
This is something I really expected to see more from this Jets offense this year, is more of these zone reads, read the defensive end. Vance Joseph was talking to us about when this guy gets out in space with the ball in his hands, he's a top 5 athlete in the National Football League, but we just haven't seen a lot of those design runs or quarterback read plays the last few weeks.
It's Hall. Picking up the first down. Nice drive to start the second half here.
It's been a really good job, and they've been able to do it on the ground. And obviously, when you watch the first half, you watch the end of the first half, their trust is in their run game, and so they want to stay in that vein. They got the one quick pass completion for a first down, but it's been all the legs of Justin Fields and Breece Hall up to this point.
A little bit of Josh Reynolds. 1st and 10 from the Denver 22. Hand off to Davis. To gain the edge. A little bit of a stiff arm right there on Riley Moss. A couple right there. So again, the Jets finished poorly, to say the least, in the first half, and have an opportunity now to at least get within 1 point, if not pop one in the end zone and take the lead here, as the ball now rests on the 20. 2nd and 8. Fields throws that one away. No time to throw. As Justin Sternad had a clear path right to Fields, unabated. 2nd down. That throw goes into the stands, essentially.
You come out on these naked bootlegs as a quarterback, you got to come out a little bit slower so you can turn your head and see if there's pressure coming off the edge. Justin Fields comes out fast. Guy right in his face, nowhere to go with it, no chance to be able to slow up and maybe make a throw. Just has to throw it away, setting up once again another 3rd and long for this Jets offense. Fields gets the snap. To his left, flag is down.
Looks like it's going to be a hold against New York.
Gallen's the one who batted it down. See if the flag is on.
Yes!
Rookie Membo flag for holding.
And this has really been the theme for this team. 0-5. Feel like they've had opportunities. You see the whole left part of your screen right there. But they feel like they've had opportunities and been in some games, but The self-inflicted wounds have cost them over and over again. And the ball's knocked down. They're going to have to kick it anyways there, but getting down into these situations, you got to find ways to finish and get out of your own way.
Final plays of the 8-play drive stalls and brings out Nick Folk for a 38 yards.
Big field goal.
1 point here. But again, they're going to have to find a way to make some plays through the air. But one play, first down for Josh Reynolds, but it has been a struggle every time they drop back.
The team of Harvey and Mims is back to receive. This Nick Folk kick. Nix, 15 to 20, 125 yard, and a touchdown pass first half. 26 yards rushing, which leads the Broncos, is waiting in the wings. That is Mims. He does receive it and take it out. Past this 20. He gets chopped out. And Tyler Barron. He's tackled straight out.
Great tackle right here.
Harvey, that was stone smart. Tight end. A nice play right there. So here comes Bo Nix skipping out. Starting just inside his own 23-yard line.
Those are pretty good. Mostly throws the line of scrimmage, a lot of short throws outside the touchdown pass. You see if they try to come out here and set something up from the first half and take a shot down the field.
There's a toss to Dykes. He's just a few yards. There's a 10-minute mark in the third quarter here.
The Jets defense has actually played a pretty good game. One touchdown drive they obviously gave up, but they've been doing their part. Even though they've been on the field a whole bunch, they really need their offense to step up and balance things out and make a play for them.
Steve Wilkes, the defensive coordinator for the Jets, would love to get a quick 3-and-out here. Here to let them toss to Harvey. A couple yards there for Malachi Moore, the rookie out of Alabama. Makes the stop. So it is a third down here.
Great opportunity here. Get off the field, get it back to your offense. Flip the field, good field position. Again, you just have to count on your offense to make plays on the other end. Bo Nix uses legs in these situations, a lot of quick throws in these situations. Let's see if they stick with that formula.
Jaleel McLaughlin's the back. Fake it to him and to Franklin. And it is dropped by McLaughlin. That was a screen pass that didn't look good. And now here's a flag on the other side of the field, but they're going to call
Flag
it
is
down.
down.
Denver. So had even McLaughlin caught it, it would have been called back. So it will be a 3-and-out for the Broncos offense. Miners, the right guard.
A longer development screen right there as you fake the reverse and then tries to get outside the pocket. Big fella trying to get down the field and set something up. And as you said, that was going nowhere. This Broncos offense has struggled a little bit. Struggled for 3 quarters last week against Philly before they got it going. Haven't really got a whole lot going today either.
So 3 points for the Jets on offense, a 3-and-out on defense. And now Isaiah Rodgers stepping up for this punt. Fields it at his 30, and he's got some room. To pass the 40. And so the Jets have a chance to take the lead here in London. Let's rush on.
Yeah, no surprise at all. You see that 62% pressure, highest in any game this season. And the Jets offense talked about it coming into the week that they have to play fast. Offensive line has to play fast. Receivers have to play fast. the quarterback has to process and play the game fast because there is so much speed on this Vance Joseph defense.
So the Jets have excellent field position at on 42. And it's a pass from Fields. Drops that one off to Andrew Beck. This second catch of the season for him.
I like the play call right there. You've been running the football, couple of quick play action, but to me it's about winning first down. They found themselves in a lot of third and long situations by running it on first and second down. Come out with a quick pass, set yourself up with 2nd and 5, opens up the playbook, maybe a shot to take another pass right here.
Caught a touchdown pass last week against Dallas. Now he's got one in London. He's on a roll. Can't stop him. Ball up the middle. A 2nd down run. Brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
I was optimistic, but chances of 2 straight passes were probably slim to none with this Jets offense. But nice little run right there. He set you up 3rd and short. Again, this is where you can use Justin Fields' legs. We've seen him a couple zone reads so far. He's so elusive out in space, or at least the threat of his legs.
Extras offense. Strung together its first drive. 40 yards, so 30, close to 40 yards last time out. We'll see what they can do here on 3rd and short. This is going to keep it. And that's the first down. Nobody pushed him either. He was just by himself here. It's kind of like quarterback sneak classic right there, right?
Well, he came up there and he put both hands to his helmet. That's usually what we have as an alert call. Call 2 plays in the huddle. Hey, alert, alert, alert. So maybe they had a run play called. He comes up, sees something that he likes, puts his hands to his head, and just goes with the quarterback sneak instead. And why you don't see a whole big push. May have just been something that he saw and that he went to pick up the first down. But it's really been the Jets winning the field position battle. The average start position has been their own 41-yard line, so not a lot of success offensively, but enough to get points on the board on a number of these drives.
That's the first down for the Jets. First down carry. Singleton in on the tackle. And then a little over 3 yards. All getting closer to 40 yards rushing on the day. Fields just 34 yards passing. He has 23 yards on the ground himself. That's basically been the offense. 3 passes caught by Josh Reynolds, who's now over 10 targets on the season, joining Garrett Wilson in that department as the only receivers to have double-digit targets on the season. From Justin Fields, 2nd and 7. Brees Hall goes nowhere. Tries to get back to the line of scrimmage. And he cannot. That's a loss of 1. Ofaga all over that play, along with Singleton.
Well, the versatility of him right here off the edge. They love him down close to the line of scrimmage. They love to blitz him. He's got a great feel now. Doesn't make the tackle the first time, but great hustle. Just slows him down enough that the friends can get involved, and then great hustle on the back end to come back and be a part of that tackle. But so many things that he can do. It's so good down there close to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up to 3rd and long, 3rd and 8. Fields, incomplete. That was intended for Wilson with Pat Surtain on the coverage. Brings up 4th down. Defensive player of the year makes the play.
And they had space right here. Again, this is one of those balls got to come out. Ball's got to be out before he breaks. Sitting on the sticks, you've got a great player on the other end. See how many steps he comes out of that right route before the ball gets there. Every step he comes out is a step that Patrick Surtain can take to knock that football away.
Mims is back inside his 10 to receive it. Sends it away high. Jets are there to field it. And it is beautifully covered. Down around the 2-yard line. He's so much more than safety. London Eye on the Thames River. We're out in Tottenham. The officials put the ball on the 3-yard line of Denver. After the Jets' punt coverage team came out with a sparkler. Gets from his own end zone. For Franklin, almost one.
Pass and fit. Oh, hold on. Pass interference. Yes. Pass interference.
You might be calling this on Franklin, Kurt.
Pass interference against Stevens.
There's now 4 zebras chit-chatting about it, pointing in the direction of the Denver Broncos.
There are 2 fouls by the offense. Pass interference. Offense.
Oh.
Holding. Offense.
Safety.
77.
That's how the Jets take the lead.
Who needs offense? Who needs offense? We'll score on defense. Wow, they came after Bo Nix with the blitz, trying to force one-on-ones across the board.
The most tenured Bronco, Garrett Bowles, gets flagged.
Old Rich Slater, you see the grab of the jersey, pulling him down. Wow, big turn of events, and it's really been about the special teams and the defense.
No, it's the safety.
The Broncos back on the 3-yard line, coming with the all-out blitz. Force
I cannot believe Jets got safety.
So the Jets special teams pins the Broncos back, and then the first snap leads to a hold in the end zone by Garrett Bowles right there. And it's a 1-point lead for the Jets.
All right, Kurt, that's why they did what they did at the end of the first half. They knew this was how they were going to play in the second half. Hey, offense has got to find a way to make some plays, take a shot down the field, see if they can get a big play. But credit to the special teams and defense who have shown up today and continue to make play after play.
So you can see the Broncos' mistakes on the screen that have led to Jets points. You were talking about it. That's how you keep an 0-5 team in a game.
Well, you got them now. Got them believing that they've got a chance to win this one.
There's Longo. Who had that big return earlier. Takes this one past the 35. Keep the NFL in reach all season long with NFL Plus Premium. Get live, local, and primetime games on both NFL Red Zone, NFL Network, and more. Sign up today at plus.nfl.com/network. Can't warn you enough. Terms and conditions apply. So Bo Nix trying to get his side of the football all focused and fired up, while the Jets have the lead. A spin move by Breece Hall on the Nets in about one, if that. So let me ask you, Kurt. Clearly you've got a difficult pass rush on your hands if you're the Jets, right? I mean, they're not even trying to throw the ball, it seems, today.
Well, we talked a lot about how Denver's approach is throw the ball quick, get it to your playmakers out in space. And so that's one way. You don't have to hold the football and throw it down the field. Early downs, just get it out to your playmakers. Get it out to Garrett Wilson and even Breece Hall on a quick screen and allow them to play in space.
Second and 10, and it's another run. All up the middle. Past the 40 to the 41. Justin Sternad with the stop.
Nice little run right there. Now gets him into a little bit more manageable situation. Not every route in your route tree is going to be past this 5-yard mark, so you can really run anything in your playbook. You don't have to hold the football and throw it down the field.
3rd and 5. Jets just retook the lead. They were up 3-0. Trailed all the way to that safety that put him in this spot. 3rd and 5. Fields, pound the ball, and that's the end of it.
Stacks! Yes!
With another safety. And the Jets punt unit comes out.
Play they ran earlier off here to the right-hand side. You see pressure coming here first. Fonda coming from the backside. As you see, they're going to run a curl flat combination. Got to take the flat right there, get the corner to turn his hips inside. But once again, Justin Fields just holding the football a little bit too long. Get back, hit that back foot, see what that guy does. If he gives you an opportunity, get it out to the flat and let the playmaker make a play for you.
Another beautiful punt here by Austin McNamara. Mims calls for a fair catch inside his own. During the break as Nix throws one over the middle to nobody, Sarah.
Yeah, full circle moment here in England for Sean Payton. You mentioned he played for those Leicester Panthers. This week he hosted the U17 Panthers. Broncos owner Greg Penner and Kerry Walton Penner surprised the team with new Riddell smart helmets and pads, all part of the team's all-in covered program that's equipped every single football program in the state of Colorado. And now the Leicester Panthers with those state-of-the-art helmets.
And there they are now watching their team trail 11-10 in the 2nd and 10. Number 10 hands it off. And this has kind of been the way the running game's gone for the Broncos today. Algoa with the stop right there.
Yeah, coming into the day. Top 5 rush offense in the National Football League. And really, more so than anything, where they've been hanging their hat. The Jets defense really doing a nice job today at stopping the run. And really haven't got much going, as we've said. From an offensive perspective, outside of one drive, it's been tough sledding.
Picks on 3rd and 10, just hands it off. And they're just going to go play defense. Prentice, the fullback. Just his 3rd carry of the season.
So both coaches are saying, okay, which offense is going to make a play? We're happy to hand the football off right there and run it back to Justin Fields and the struggling offense of the Jets.
Well, we've seen a lot of punters today. It's a good thing we're using the American version of it here in London. My word. Minute 19 to go in this 3rd quarter. Broncos after a 3 and out. Send it back to the Jets. Rodgers retreats and collects himself. Doesn't go very well either. All right. More football when we come back here to London.
Take one defender and a large helping of sand. Except
There with a minute 3 to go now in the 3rd quarter. Williams return. Sets it up. At the 24-yard line for the Jets. Fields. That throw and caught. Sertan all over Garrett Wilson, but he does make the grab.
Tight coverage there. Good throw, dropping it underneath, getting it under the hands of Allen. A good catch against the face mask there. Pick up a few on 1st down, and they've been running the football so well. You just wonder, are they going to try to pull out one of these play-action plays, see if they can get a shot to flip the field, just get a big play.
It's 2 catches for 5 yards for the leading receiver in the AFC coming into this game. Second down throw. There's Wilson. It's a flag down. Are they going to rule it a catch and a fumble or an incomplete pass? Right now, the officials are saying it's a catch fumble. Flag came down on
Got
the
flag
side
in the
of
field. Let's see what the call is.
Right around the line of scrimmage.
Illegal shift.
Yes!
Sertan on the coverage, getting it done. Take a look at the replay. It's awful close, Kurt.
Just up to his turnover of the game.
Before it popped free. It's a bang bang that is now being reviewed. He has it there. He has possession. You got to have a football move. Walt Anderson is with us right now from the league office. Walt, what do you think?
Rich, what they're going to do is they're going to have to take a look to see if he actually has complete control of the ball through all of the elements. So he's going to have to get complete control, get 2 feet down, and then either a 3rd step or a football move. Doesn't look like he probably has all of those elements with that much movement of the ball before that 3rd step comes in.
Thank you, Walt. Joining us from league headquarters in New York. I think you can hear potentially the actual review process going down in the background there. So again, the rule is that you have to have complete control, 2 steps, and then a football act, which is a movement upfield or
a third step. And if you go back and look at it, and that 3rd step is really, really close.
You can see if
all depending on when they say he got possession of the football.
Well, the defense of the Broncos is coming back on the field.
After review, incomplete pass.
The Jets guys turn back.
Scoring plays are reviewed, so that was part and parcel of what happens when there is a turnover. Really, thing turned back over to the Jets.
What a break for the Jets right there. And that's exactly why Denver punted the football. Is, hey, we're going to trust our defense to come up with a big stop. And they almost had it right there in Jets territory. The Jets get fortunate on that one.
It does bring up 3rd and 6. With 21 seconds to go in the third quarter. So a big bullet dodged by the Jets. Would have been a turnover in their own end. Instead, they have a shot to move the chains and stay on the field. 3rd and 6. Fields, long time.
He lost his helmet. It's a sack. Yes. And we reached the end of quarter number 3.
Unless you see a million punts in a game, I guess, but that's what we've been seeing as Marvin Mims collects this one. Walt Anderson, please return and give us a little bit more clarification of why this was not a fumble by Garrett Wilson.
Sure, Rich. And after the 2 feet, that third step has to be completed. If the ball comes out simultaneous with the foot coming down, which is what it does here, by rule, that's incomplete. That third step has to first occur with control. Then it would have been a fumble. With it coming out, as you see it, simultaneous with that third step, incomplete was the correct call.
Wow. It's about as close as you can get right there.
Less than an inch.
Walt Anderson used to be the referee of the NFL 2000s and 2010.
Offense as they hand it right back to the Denver Broncos.
Starting from their own 25. First play from scrimmage of this fourth quarter, down 11-10. Handoff to Dobbins. Dobbins gets it to the 29-yard line, gain of about 4.
We haven't really seen either team take a shot down the field. Bo Nix threw that deep post 20 yards over his receiver's head on the one shot, but I just feel like defenses are winning this battle. One of these offenses is going to have to step up, design some type of big play, take a shot down the field, see if they can take this game away.
2nd and 6. It's a handoff to McLaughlin that goes nowhere. Nix has not had a single passing yard in this half. 101 in the first quarter. 64 passing yards in the second quarter. And 24 yards, in the second quarter, and none in the third quarter. As Sherwood just fills the hole. And it brings up 3rd and long. Nix. Incomplete. Ingram was open, but that gets batted down at the line of scrimmage by Sherwood. Making plays in the hole. Knocking it down.
Good job just reading the eyes, almost like he's spying Bo Nix. He takes off to run, and along the way, he gets that arm up to make the throw. He just tracks the football, knocks it down, turns him over.
Isaiah Williams standing on his own 20. Shaw's 6th punt of the day. There's a spiral. Williams catches. Flag is down. As Williams gets it close to the 40.
Looks like it's going to be a hold against the New York Jets.
Brand Clark, we've seen a bit of him today.
Brand Clark is today's referee. Hold.
During the kick, holding, receiving.
Yes!
29.
Only 2nd penalty of the Jets today, so that's an improvement. The Jets. trending story in the NFL. Good Morning Football, Wednesdays at 8, only on NFL Network. Total yards is not, they're not, you know, there's 100 yards on a football field. You can just do the math. Total yards and how many football fields you got.
57 total yards in the second half.
I was told there would be no math. 13 and a half to go from their own 10. There's Brees Hall. It's a 3 yards. The clock rolls towards 13 minutes to go. And there is the newly active Malcolm Roach. This is his first game this year. He had a calf strain prior to week 1, and the undrafted free agent from Peyton's New Orleans days makes a play here to start this drive in the fourth quarter. There's another ball run. Brees Hall near the first down, and he gets it. With the chain, Riley Moss in on the play.
What a great run right here. You got guys coming from both directions, trying to meet him at the hole, and a great spin move to split the two defenders and pick up the first down. He's been a bright spot for him all year long. Top 10 in all-purpose yards, top 5 in rush yards.
Longest rush of the day for the Jets, 8 yards. It's his third straight carry. He does not. It's Justin Fields holding on to it. And Fields gains a couple. As the clock rolls towards 12 minutes to go. Nick's talking with Sutton, who has only 1 catch for 17 yards.
It sure looks like their offense is a little bit of a hangover. Sean Payton had told us he was more worried about last week. They played on Monday night, had to go across the country to Philly. Was worried about how they would show up in that game. Got the big win against the champs. Come across the pond, and man, they have struggled offensively to find a rhythm.
2nd and 6. And there's going to be a third down play here. I mean, the Broncos caught fire in that fourth quarter. The first 3 quarters, they didn't do very much on offense. And Sean Payton's team just caught fire, and they go for 2 to have an 18-point fourth quarter and then walked out with the win. Immediately took off for London. They've been here all week. And now, here they are, down 1 to the Jets. With 11 points as the clock rolls towards 11 minutes remaining in regulation. 3rd and 5. Fields steps up. Reaches for the first down.
Is it a first down?
Yard shy. Brings up 4th down.
Well, it was short for the first down.
He's on his own 30.
See it right there as he's reaching out, just a bit short. Slipped on the turf, otherwise he moves the chains. I can't imagine that they're going to snap this ball and go for it right here. I know they've only got a short distance to go, but you cannot, in a field position game like this, with the defense playing the way they are, give it to the Broncos offense right here.
There's a stoppage on the field right now.
And the timeout is called by New York Jets.
Timeout. New York. The first of the half. It'll be 30 seconds to play.
They want to take a look at this to see if maybe they want to.
Well, they brought in a big jumbo package. Looked like they were ready to go.
But I just wonder if they're trying to look up. Maybe Justin Fields wasn't down by the time he got to the sticks. I don't know. I would really be surprised if they snap this football and go for it right here.
Well, I mean, if you're going to use a timeout, you might as well throw the red challenge flag if that's what you were interested in. Replay. I can't wait for replay assist to come save you. But here we are in our booth here. Beautiful Tottenham Stadium, and after the timeout, here comes the punt team.
Smart move right there. I mean,
Okay.
your defense is playing well. You just can't take that chance. As whatever the analytics say, and less than a yard to go, but the way your offense has been playing, you've got to punt this football away and force the Broncos offense to come up with some kind of drive to take the lead.
There's McNamara's 6th punt, 12th punt of the game, 6 for each team. And that's a high one. Nibbs with a fair catch. And completes it right around his 26. We are nothing more than a telestrate, a pass concept. With Justin Fields having 38 pass yards, and Bo Nix not a single pass yard in the second half, pour one out for Kurt Warner. As it's 10 minutes and 16 seconds to go in this fourth quarter. 11-10 Jets. Nix has it. Goes to his right. Michael Clemens is there, and Nix has got to throw it away. 2nd and 10.
Really good coverage. This play they ran in the first half where they hit Cortland Sutton in that hole. Good job this time by the corner to see that. Comes running back to the inside to steal it away.
Telestrated.
You see it.
Just use it. Just use it.
See Sutton right here.
Somebody.
Curtis Gardner able to sneak in from the outside. Nowhere to go by Bo Nix. I'll tell you one thing that surprised me, though, is early in this game, there was a lot of quick throws to get the ball out in space to a bunch of their playmakers. We have not seen that at all here in the second half.
2nd and 10. Nix fakes it to Harvey. He's got Ingram.
And it's a first down, yes.
Cisco on the coverage.
I really like this, and kind of faking an Nate Kabube, where normally a guy like Ingram's going to run the cross, so he fakes the cross here, bounces back to the outside, again creating nice space for Bo Nix to hit him for the first down.
First passing yard since the second quarter for Bo Nix. We're under 10 to go in regulation. Harvey takes it across the 40. They're going to roll him down just shy of it. Clemens on the tackle. 2nd and 8.
As I was saying, a lot of success in the first half with those quick throws. Sean Payton kind of been known for that, especially over the last couple years with Bo Nix, is just getting the ball out and dealing the football. See if he comes up with those quick designs right here.
Clock under 9 minutes to go. Harvey in motion. Nix throws it to him. Can he make a move? He spins, but it's taken down right at the 40. Brings up 3rd and long. Brandon Stevens, first to arrive.
Really good tackle in space. That's exactly what the Broncos are looking for. A little bit of pressure, dump it off to your quick young running back on the right-hand side. And I believe he's going to make somebody miss, and Stevens coming up making a nice open field tackle.
No gain. Brings up 3rd and 8. Nearing 8 minutes to go here in Tottenham. Nix throws it. Hughes is open.
And it's another first down. Oh, he's going for it. It's still a first down.
Gain of 23.
Man-to-man coverage, one of my favorite routes. We call a bullets route. You see him in the backfield here. It's kind of a half swing, half shoot. Being covered. Sherwood all the way on the inside. Ran a play similar to this for a touchdown 2 weeks ago on Monday night. Just get him out in space, get the ball in his hands, force the linebacker to try to chase it down.
Here's Dobbins. Nice running by Dobbins. Down to the 26. Jermaine Johnson on the stop.
Now you're in field goal range. Feel good about being able to take the lead, but with the struggles of the Jets offense right now, Sean Payton has to be, hey, we've got to put 7 on the board, put pressure on their offense to have to drive the field and score a touchdown.
Gain of 8 brings up 2nd and 2. Dobbins has it again.
Got the first down, yes.
To the red zone they go. To the 7-minute mark we go.
Well, they've been really good. This Jets defense has been really good today, not giving up many big plays. That one right there was a backbreaker, a short throw. Comes into a big play and flips the field for the Broncos.
Officials waiting for the Jets to make their substitutions because the Broncos made theirs. Nick's calling something out to his teammates. Jets throws. It's juggled and caught.
It's another first down. Yes.
It's a first down connection to the 9-yard line.
The empty formation, spread the Jets out. They got 3 underneath defenders, as you see right here. Just a one-on-one. The little choice route. Good ball, good timing. Puts it out in front of Bryant. A couple times to catch it. Grab it. Sneak for the first down.
First goal-to-goal snap of this game comes around the 6-minute mark of the fourth quarter. Knicks. Knocked down. Nice play there by the Jets defense.
Another place that they love to use Bronix's legs, get him out, trying to run the naked bootlegs, just take a run on the football. Good job staying at home there. Just a smart move by the second-year player.
It wasn't knocked down. He just
Say, hey,
just get rid of it.
Yeah, I'm just throwing that thing away, not taking a sack in this situation.
Second and goal. Dobbins gets away from one, but can't get away from everybody else. It's up third and goal.
Brown's made a number of plays today. Good job there, just shooting from that linebacker position. Able to make first contact behind the line of scrimmage. Slow down Dobbins so the rest of the green jerseys can get there. Big play right there to force a 3rd and 10 situation there.
Third and goal. Down one. Nix takes the snap from the end zone. He tried to connect with Sutton. That was Sherwood on the coverage. Sherwood is everywhere. And that brings up Will Lutz to try and take this lead.
Had a shot at this here. Looked like Courtland Sutton there in the slot. Still has trouble, picking up the football as he comes out of this thing. Maybe grabbed just a little bit. But couldn't track the football. A little too wide on that one. Had an opportunity on the linebacker right there. The best receiver got settled for 3.
27-yarder.
Yeah, you did the field goal. Yes.
So the Broncos retake the lead by 2. Sherwood potentially yanking on Courtland Sutton's jersey there. Didn't get the call. Here's what's at stake with 5 minutes to go. Obviously, the Jets need a win. They need a win in the worst way. And the Broncos, coming off that win in Philadelphia to go 3-2, they're sitting tied atop the AFC West right now with the Los Angeles Chargers, who are getting set to take on the Dolphins at the top of this hour for the second window of football. And the Chiefs coming off that loss against Jacksonville, a game behind them. The Raiders needing to start getting some traction. I mean, the Broncos could take a half-game lead if they could make the Jets an 0-6 team. So nice return right there.
Oh, it's a fumble.
They're going to rule him down. Him being Isaiah Williams.
They're ruling on the field. The runner was
And he
down
is
by
being ruled down
contact.
by contact.
First down.
This is what is at stake right now. So he is in fact down. So there's contact
He
there
said one was down by
Key,
contact.
the safety of the Denver Broncos. So 5 minutes and 1 second to go here. Broncos now protecting a 2-point lead. Jets 3 field goals and a safety. As Breece Hall bounces it outside, but Jonathan Cooper has none of it. Second down. No gain.
And one of the themes for the Jets all week long was learning how to finish. They had a lead against Pittsburgh in the first game of the year and let it slip away. Had a lead late against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers after the blocked field goal for a touchdown. Let that slip away. Now here you are, an opportunity, one drive, 3 points to get your first win. Got to figure out a way to finish if you're this Jets offense.
2nd and 10 from their own 34. Fields, quick throw. There's Garrett Wilson. Surtain on the coverage, but seemed to be thrown behind Wilson.
Same play they ran on 3rd down a couple drives earlier. Another opportunity here with Surtain off coverage, quick out. Garrett Wilson not able to turn around and snag that. Obviously, the ball needs to be out in front of Garrett Wilson, and it's an easy completion.
Wilson stepped off the field after that. Looked to be a little shaken up. So he is not on the field. The AFC's leading receiver, the Jets' leading receiver, is not on the field here on 3rd and 10. Fields.
It's another sack! Yes!
These tough looks where they're going to walk a couple guys up on the line of scrimmage. You see all the linebackers inside. Nick Benito on the outside. Forces pressure from those offensive line to go, okay, do I have to step inside? Do I have to see the linebackers if they're coming or not? Benito, you see the speed off the edge, wins right off the bat. Justin Fields has no chance on that.
And there's the punt that Mims lets drop. And the Jets are thankful as the ball's still rolling. Stopped around the 15-yard line. 3.5 to go here at the NFL London Games presented by NetApp inside Tottenham Stadium, where the Vikings beat the Browns last week. This is the final of 2 games at Tottenham. The London series wraps up next week across town in Wembley. We'll be at the microphone for that game as well. Kurt Warner between the Rams and the Jaguars. Here in the middle game of a 3-game set for the NFL in London. Dobbins trying to lean on this Jets defense here. Gain of 3 as the clock rolls towards 3 minutes to go. The Jets used one of
And
their
the timeout is
3
called
remaining
by
timeouts.
Broncos. That's
On
called.
4th down, only to elect to punt after the timeout. So this is their 2nd timeout that they're taking of the half.
And this is a situation for most offenses where it's like, hey, we're in 4-minute mode. We're going to run the football, obviously try to get the first down, but run it and use the clock, force the other team to use their timeouts. But that's never really been Sean Payton's MO. He loves to be aggressive in these situations. I know he loves his young quarterback, especially his young quarterback out in space. So I would not be surprised here on this drive if they drop back and throw it or get Bo Nix out in space with the opportunity to throw it and try not to give this ball back to the Jets offense.
Jets team at 0-5. 2020 team started 0-6, so did the 96 team. This Jets team with a lot of promise coming into the season. Needing to stop here to get the ball back in the hands of an offense that hasn't done much with it. All they need is one more field goal. If they can get off the field, it's 2nd and 7 for the Broncos. Nix hands that off. Mims gets out of the tackle. Gets back closer to the line of scrimmage, but it is a loss of 2. 3:19 to go, and the Jets use their final timeout. And it's Will McDonald who is shooting the gap. Blew that play up.
See him on the right-hand side here. Shoots that gap to the inside. Sorry, the left-hand side. Shoots that gap to the inside. Forces that loss. And now you're in that 3rd and long situation. I said Peyton likes to be aggressive in these situations, but I'm not sure when you're in 3rd and long, he's going to drop back here and take a chance for a sack, knowing that his quarterback has to hold the football. If we don't want an incompletion, we got to have that clock run. Maybe they can bootleg telling Bo, hey, if you get out of space and there's a throw, make it. If not, make sure you hold on to the football, stay in bounds, and keep that clock running.
3rd and 9. 3:19 to go. Nix is going to throw it. Steps up. It is a Big time sack by Jermaine Johnson. Back after a 3-game absence, comes up with the sack of Nix, and the Jets get off the field with a chance to win.
A tough situation, really just a two-man route off to the left-hand side. Nobody open. Don't want to take a sack, but there's nothing that you can do if you're Bo Nix. There's no opportunities down the field.
Taking a sack is better than throwing it.
You can't have an incompletion right there. You've got to take that, but just not a lot of options down the field for him to make a throw.
Clock rolls towards 2.5 minutes to go as Crawshaw send this one in direction of Williams. Gets it on his own 30. And the Jets, who only need a field goal to take the lead, are set up at their own 44-yard line to start this drive.
It has really been the story. The whole game hasn't been a lot of offense, but it's been about field position. Whether it was set up by the defense, that fumble on the first drive, or special teams numerous times, been outside their 40 on 5 different drives in this game, and they've led to points. Don't have a long way to go.
So Garrett Wilson, who limped off the field in the previous possession on 3rd down, is out there at the bottom of your screen. Falls on the ground. It's Hall who scoops it up and gets a nice gain. Off the hands of Fields, and Hall scoops it. It gets a gain of 7.
I mean, great job here by Breece Hall. And oftentimes when that ball hits the ground, defenders can look at the ball. Hey, let me go get that. Breece does a great job of scooping it up, making Benito miss.
And not just anybody he's getting out of the way of. It was Nick Benito was right on him.
Oops, I didn't mean to press B.
The Broncos can either take a half-game lead in the AFC West, or the Jets can fly home with their first win of the season from London, where it is technically a home game for them here.
You know, Rich, the fewest total yards by a team this year in the NFL is 133 by the Titans in Week 1. Here the Jets are with 88 total yards and an opportunity to win the game with 2 minutes to go.
They need about 15 to 20 yards to make it a comfortable shot for Folk. Here's Breece Hall with a first down carry. He carried Hufanga past the first down line with the ball. As the clock is stopped, Denver is taking its first time out.
And the timeout's called by Broncos head coach.
Field goal range, so Sean Payton saying, hey, you know, they're probably not going to throw the football and be aggressive and try to put 7 on the board. Be conservative, so if they do happen to make the kick, let's use our timeouts, try to get them in a 3-down situation here, get it back for Bo Nix, and see if we can go win this thing.
Folks' career long is 58 yards. He did it 2 weeks ago. In Miami. There it is. Going to be 3 today. Safety on top of it. It's accounted for the Jets 11 points. Fields, tucks.
Yes! Yes!
First down sack. Justin Sternad. One of the first to get there.
Now they come out with the pass. On first down, you're running the football, all-out blitz. 2-man route to the right-hand side. It was good coverage on the back end. Nowhere for Justin to go.
Fields fades back. Fires. Caught. Garrett Wilson to the 44-yard line.
The timeout, another timeout's called by Broncos head coach.
To go. Denver 1 timeout left, brings up 3rd and long.
Good route there by Garrett Wilson on the choice route, just using his body, banging off the defender, creating some space, coming back to make the catch. But you mentioned it, Rich. Now here we are, 3rd down situation. You're going to have to throw it because obviously you don't want to settle for a 60-some yard kick. But what if you don't pick it up here on third down? Are you willing to take the shot with the kick? Are you going for it on fourth down?
Stay tuned to the NFL Game Day Final Mercedes-Benz post-game. Start of the game. Could be a kicker. And a preview of the rest of Week 6 action to come today. 3rd and 8. From the 44 of the Broncos. Fields. Surveys. Fires. It is incomplete. It looked like Wilson had it until Hufanga knocked it away. So
They miss the field goal like this, the game is over.
It is a long field goal, to say the least.
Ocean coming across. He had him wide open again, just late getting the ball out there, allowing Hufanga to make the break and knock the football away. Almost a great catch by Garrett Wilson, leaning back, snagging and reaching for the first down.
So here's the choice that Aaron Glenn has. Go for it on 4th and 8, or send Funk out for a 62-yard field goal. And he's chosen to go for it. Against one of the toughest pass rushes in the NFL, if not the toughest, with 8 sacks on the day already. Minute 14 to go. This is essentially the game as the Jets are out of timeouts. Fields avoids the sack.
That's yes!
Kurt, and this really, the last 2 plays is just an epitome of what's been going on with this Jets offense. The missed opportunity with a late throw on the outside. This one, not really anybody open down the field. Justin Fields has to hold the football, try to make something happen, but there is nothing open for him. The pass rushers, of course, they don't have long with this Denver Broncos defense, and once again, they get home and turn the ball back to their offense and going to get themselves a win.
So it has not been pretty, to say the least. The 9 sacks, only 2 more than the number of punts the Denver offense has brought about. But the most important formation of the day for a struggling Denver offense is this one.
And we won, yes! He took the knee.